Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Blackthorn Arts Studios, and today we're making a life cast mold of my dog Vex's paw. He's a very good boy and very cooperative, so he was my model of choice. The material we're using is alginate. Alginate is a water-based material. It mixes a lot like plaster, so just water's required in the powder. It's made out of a seaweed byproduct, so everything is very non-toxic and very safe to use. I like to use a drill to mix mine. Should be a lot like cake batter when you're done. So I'm going to put a little bit of release on Vex's paw here, and all that is spray on, leave in dog conditioner, just something you can pick up from any of the pet stores. And for short hair dogs, it's very effective as a release. Longer hair dogs, you want to use cholesterol conditioner for human hair, and that'll help with the stickiness later. Remember, this is all non-toxic though. So take your time and figure out exactly what kind of pose you want and something your dog's going to tolerate in that same position for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you mixed it. So here I'm just holding his paw in there, and I have an assistant on the other side. You'll see him switch screen here in a second. There he is. And he has a Kong toy that's filled with peanut butter to make this a little bit better for him. Setup time can vary between 5, 10 to 15 minutes. I like to mix my alginate with warmer water. That's going to let that cure a lot faster than cold water. This brand is called Dermagel. I like it. It turns purple and lets you know it's all mixed. But that's more professional grade, but you can pick up alginate anywhere at your Hobby Lobby, any sort of craft or hobby stores. They'll usually have a little bit for you. I wanted a deeper mold, so I ended up using my great big 15-pound bucket of Dermagel for this. So you check the consistency with your other hand there, and once it's kind of solid, we can now release the mold. To help get your hand out of there, I do recommend getting your hand out if you can. You're going to wiggle your fingers, you have to break the vacuum seal. And you can't see too well, but the edges, I push them all down to start getting air in and around my hand and Vex's paw. So I'm wiggling my fingers, I'm trying to loosen his paw pads just a little bit right before I pull my hand out. Again, Vex is a very, very good dog, and he lets me do a lot of things and waits for my direction most of the time. So this process has to be really gentle and very careful. Get my hand out, you're gonna get some goobers. And that's why I recommend a drop cloth or doing this in the garage, somewhere where you don't care about the floor. So now the real fun part, we get to mix some plaster. I like to use the island method, which means that right below the water surface you can see like a little island of plaster. I tried to point it out here, but the camera didn't really pick it up, so I apologize for that. I'm also turning the cup to make sure that it's not just piling up on one side. Ideally, you should actually start that way, but I did not. So now we're going to move on to actually casting. So you pour your plaster in there, you find a nice point, you want it to run down into the toenails and your fingers. There will be some air bubbles, and we'll address that in the next video once we pull this out and show you what's going on and how to patch and clean up your casting. Please like and subscribe, and part 2 will be coming soon. Hold tight, everyone. See you next time.